everybody, it's time for Story Time with Nonna, and I'm doing a series on our old friend Billy and Blaze, and this time Blaze is going to find the Lost Quarry. Let's get started. This is a good one. There they are, in the woods again. Blaze and the Lost Quarry, stories and pictures by C.W. Anderson. Billy was a boy who had a pony with 4 white feet and a wide white stripe on his face. This is called a blaze, so Billy named his pony Blaze. Billy loved Blaze very much and took the best care of him. They went for long rides through the woods. Some of the roads were forgotten and nobody ever used them. Billy loved to explore and Blaze seemed to like it too. They saw many birds and rabbits and squirrels. One day, Billy and Blaze stopped by a little house. An old man sat out in the sun. He was very friendly and asked Billy where he rode. "Have you ever seen the old quarry?" he asked. "They call it the Lost Quarry because nobody seems to know where it is." A quarry is where they mine rocks. They take rocks to use to build buildings or bridges, or in the old days. That's what a quarry is, and most of the time they have water in them if they're not in use. The old man went on. "I knew it well as a boy, but I am too old and crippled to go there now and show you the way. Look for a small road to the left with deep ruts made by ox carts. Then, when you come to Wolf Rock, you will know you are on the right road." That's an old road because ox carts were used before they had cars. Billy found the road. It was just as the old man had told him, with deep tracks that the ox carts had made long ago. Billy was very excited. Soon he would see the quarry he had heard so much about. The road was overgrown and Billy had to bend low to get under the trees and vines. He could see that it was many, many years since the road had been used. Then they came to a place so overgrown with hanging vines that Blaze could not get through. Blaze stood quietly while Billy took out his pocket knife and cut away the vines. Then they went on. After riding a long way, they came to a large rock beside the road. On it were cut the words, "Wolf Rock." Billy had often heard the story of how a man had once climbed up on this rock when attacked by wolves. He had held them off with a club until daylight, when they went away, as wolves do. Farther on, Billy saw a strange piece of stone beside the road. There were deep marks cut into it. Now he knew he was on the right road, for this stone must have come from the quarry. They went for quite a while, and then Billy saw something that made him pull up short. A large dead tree had fallen across the road. It was a big tree, but he knew Blaze was a good jumper. Billy would not turn back now, for he knew they were near the Lost Quarry. He turned Blaze around to get a start and then called, "Come on, Blaze!" It seemed like flying as they sailed over the tree in a big leap. Blaze galloped along, shaking his head. He liked jumping and excitement. That's my kind of pony right there. Then around a turn in the road, they came to a tumble-down house. Some of the men who worked in the quarry must have lived there long ago. Farther on, Billy saw a smooth stone beside the road. It looked strange, so he got off his pony for a careful look. 1884, he read. He knew this came from the quarry. He must be very close now. That was a long time ago, 1884. That is older than Nonna. And suddenly, there it was. It was bigger than Billy had thought, with high walls and deep, clear water. What a wonderful place! He heard a dog barking, and then he saw a red fox running along the very top of the high wall. After him came a brown and white dog, running as hard as he could. You see the dog right there? There's the fox. There's the fox. Suddenly, the dog slipped. He scrambled hard to keep from falling, but he could not hold on, and down he came. Poor dog, there he is. The dog hit the water with a splash, but he came up quickly and started swimming. Billy called to him, for he knew the dog would never get up those steep walls. The dog began swimming toward Billy. Billy lay down and reached as far as he could. He soon got hold of the dog's paws and pulled him up out of the water. Billy wiped him as dry as he could with his handkerchief. He saw that the dog had no collar. "You must be lost," said Billy. "If no one claims you, then you can be my dog. Would you like that?" The dog licked Billy's hands and wagged his tail happily. Billy's like a dog magnet, isn't he? I don't know what happened to Rex, but he's got himself another dog. As they started for home, the dog went along proudly. He liked to belong to somebody. It had been an exciting day. Billy had found the Lost Quarry and also a wonderful place to swim. And he also had a dog. Blaze went along gaily, as if he were happy too. The end. Billy is finding dogs right and left, but he had a good time at finding that lost quarry. Maybe the old man could have had the dog, that's what I thought. But that's not how it ended. But I hope you enjoyed that story about Billy and Blaze. We have one more story about Billy and Blaze next time. So I hope you'll join us then, and I hope you're enjoying these horse stories. It's fun to ride horses, and they're wonderful, wonderful animals to have in your life if you have that opportunity. Not everybody does, but it's great when it happens. So I will see you next time with another Billy and Blaze story on Storytime with Nonna. Please be sure to join me. See you then.